Target locked. Got it.
I'll take you up!
Here we go!
My turn.
My turn! Keep it up, everyone!
Here we go! All right, let's do this!
Leave it to me.
I'll handle it. Target locked.
My turn. Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant Blade Dance!
Right! There's a performance just for you! Seventh Rhapsody! You've been a wonderful audience!
Okay. Target locked.
Here we go! Go!
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Right! Hey!
Go!
Sorry, can you handle this?
I'll take care of this. I hope you're ready. You're finished!
Okay. Target locked. Done. But we can't relax yet.
I did it!
I've only just...
I did it!
Impossible.
Laura! V!
Roger. Ah!
What? What? You damned! What?
Yeah!
No. The demonic. Let's check and mate.
Whew, that was...
What's our plan, Comrade G?
You vile...
Comrade G? I am fully prepared to lay down my life for our cause. It is not death I fear. But this operation is too important to leave even a corpse behind. I'm afraid I must do what needs to be done. Even if that means harming a member of the Imperial family.
I think it's about time we came out to play.
Who are...
Oh my, aren't you a quick little kitty? Just my type.
That's the Sylphid I know.
Comrade S? Comrade V?
Oh, you came for us. What a relief.
These must be.
We're terrorists.
I seem to recall specifically but I can't say I'm unhappy.
Sorry, boss. But if you got yourself caught here, we would have been on.
I do apologize for cutting in, but we figured it was Comrade C decided.
And so I have.
A mask.
Comrade C, I wasn't Did my planning for this operation seem that flawed?
On the contrary, it was almost perfect. But no plan is completely foolproof. As the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7 here have demonstrated.
How does he know who we are?
Who are you?
We have already fulfilled our primary courting dishonor by harming a member of the Imperial family. Do you not agree?
No, you're right. Release them.
Elliot, Machias, I'm leaving the two.
Okay.
Got it.
There, a gesture of goodwill. What say you, ladies and gentlemen of Class?
Like hell we will.
You abducted the Imperial Princess and.
What Erebonian would stand idly?
It's 5 against 6.
Guys.
You got guts, kids.
Well,
No, it's only right that I be the wielders of the longsword. The great stand and face me.
What?
Think of the railway military police are already on their way.
Interesting.
He's awful sure of himself.
Is he serious? There's no way he can win against all three of them.
Whoa. Another relic from the dark.
I am C. Now, come. Then allow us to begin. Chip!
Right! Hey!
Okay. Target locked.
Go!
My turn.
Of course!
My turn!
Okay. Here.
My turn!
Of course! Shatter!
Ooh, can't deny he's got the brains and.
He might even be a strong.
From today, you shall in our hearts the flames of silent anger. In our hands, that is our cause.
The Imperial Liberation.
What the?
Freeze, all of you!
Instructor!
Just in time.
It appears the time has come to...
Huh? Is that?
Farewell. I'm sure we'll meet again.
What? A bomb?
See you around.
Ta-ta for now, my little darling.
Let's see you claw your way out of this grave.
The passage is collapsing! Hurry!
Right!
We couldn't leave Juan up alone.
Reem, you carry Her Highness.
Got it!
That was pretty tough, but I'm glad to see you all pulled.
Well, thanks.
I had my doubts we were going to make it out.
You could have come a bit soon. Sorry.
Indeed.
So, Your Highness! Elise!
Oh, thank goodness. Whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have...
I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble.
I'm just glad that you're safe and...
What happened?
Are you alright, Your Highness?
Reen? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister.
Looks like the intelligence division was right.
We have a number of the routes back to the surface locked down. Think we can smoke them up?
Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order.
Yes, ma'am. I'll send a report to the other divisions.
So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game?
In the end, the railway military police brought the chaos under control on the first day of the fest. Despite his injuries, Governor Regnitz kept on top of things. The next morning, it was time for us to leave the capital behind and make our way back to Trista.
I really don't know how to begin thanking you. You've done so much for our family that I doubt we'll ever be able to
Not at all, Your Highness.
There's nothing to repay us for. We just did what we had to. Oh, come now. There's no need. It scares me to think what might have happened if Elise and I had been taken away by those people. So I can't thank you all enough. Please allow me to extend my thanks for your help as well. I'm truly grateful.
Elise.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Group B's efforts were a great help to Cedric and I as well. Thank you again for your assistance.
I'm honored, Your Highness.
I'm so glad to have been of service.
Just think of it as returning the favor for your help pushing to make Class 7 a reality. Still, now we've got the Imperial Liberation Front to worry about.
Regrettably. There have been signs they were up to no good behind the scenes before now, but now they've finally stepped out of the shadows and announced themselves to the world. They appear to be insurgents in the truest sense of the word, led by several key figures. C being the most prominent. The intelligence division is doing its utmost to gather information about these leaders even as we speak.
They struck me as rather mysterious in some ways. Even though they abducted us, they rarely showed the kind of maliciousness one would expect from terrorists. It seemed more like they were in the grip of some kind of intense passion. True. Not that it excuses abducting Your Highness like...
An intense passion.
It did seem that way.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That's what their leader said when they made their...
Indeed. All the ham-handed theatrics of...
Yeah. You can tell how gleeful he must have been to say the flames of silent...
Well, it's no mystery what they're referring.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait,
Is he?
Dad's with him too.
Oh, I'm glad you made...
Just in time.
Your Highness?
Did you come all this way?
Of course. After all you've done for us. Is this the rest? It's a pleasure to meet you. I wanted to thank you for coming to my sister's aid in her time of need. Allow me to extend to you my most heart...
You're too generous, Your Highness.
The honor was up.
Thank you, Your Highness.
This is the Crown Prince. He's pretty cute.
Fee?
I certainly wouldn't mind if you took a few lessons in manliness from the gentleman of Class 7, though.
Alphen, come on.
I think that's a little harsh, Your Highness.
Well, you're still just 15. You have plenty. Still, it isn't often I see you keeping the Imperial Governor company.
I suppose that's true. I just happened to be here on business, so I thought I'd take the chance to...
How are you feeling?
Yes, nothing too serious, fortunately. I'm still feeling it, but it shouldn't be too much longer before...
That's good to hear.
I'm glad to see you looking all hale and hearty, Your Excellency.
Thank you. While no one could have foreseen how it ended, you did manage to complete it. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate...
We're honored you'd say so.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
We three directors may have very different positions on many issues, including how... But for my part, I'd like you to enjoy student life however you choose. I think the other directors would agree with me.
Dad.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Your Excellency.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry.
Well, I've always found you a trustworthy... But...
It couldn't be.
Chancellor Osborne.
As a matter of fact, the Chancellor and I just came from an audience.
I'm overjoyed to see you. Clearly, the goddess has been...
Thank you, Chancellor.
I'd also like to reassure Prince Oliver that we're starting an investigation into the background.
My. Nothing... Well, I suppose that means you have the security detail for next month's trade conference.
Of course. I'll see to it that everything is taken... but where am I? I'm Gileath Osborne, though I imagine those of you who read the papers may know me better.
It's an honor to meet you,
Your reputation precedes you, Your Excellency.
I've heard much about the recent exploits. Traveling across the Empire for first-hand learning, I hope you'll keep up the good work.
We shall endeavor to.
Thanks.
I hope we'll live up to your expectation.
Ah, yes. It's been quite some time, young Racer. I'm glad to see your new career.
Thank you, Chancellor. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for you. I really owe you for all you've done for...
General Van Dyke was... As such, I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
What are you...
I have great expectations for you all. For I have no doubt you'll need them in the turbulent times to come.
Rain?
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work. Perfect! You guys are the best!
Mid-August. It was the peak of summer, and the sweltering sun was beating. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed. Turns out, Thor sticks to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings. And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer. Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck up. The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing.
Instructor?
Good morning, Instructor.
Morning, everyone! Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late. And that reason is, we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
What?
A transfer student at this time of year?
Seriously?
All right, come on in.
Righto. Huh? Crow?
But isn't he a...
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining... It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys. What?
What? I mean, how?
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long...
Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes. Then he came crying to me in a panic, like, oh, me Instructor Sarah, they're not gonna let me graduate. So as a special exception, he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
You can't be serious.
That's an even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus, so I thought he might be a good role model for you. In that sense, anyway. And don't forget, he'll also be joining...
Nice. Looks like you... Anyway, let's let the good... Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all...
Right. Easier said than done.
If he was any more laid back, he'd be comatose.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Wait, is there someone...
Huh? Are you serious?
Oh, I was hoping to catch you off guard. All right, come on in and say hello.
I thought you forgot I was out in the hall!
What?
What?
You must be joking.
Hey, aren't you...
You're the girl we met in the Nord Highlands. Yuppers! Long time no see, guys. But I see a couple of you I don't know, so guess I better I'm Milliam Orion. And this here is Eric Getlam. But we'll just call him Lammy for short.
What the hell is that?
Holy crap!
It's that thing we saw at Ark's fort.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed out for it.
Boo! Fine. Anyway. Nice to meet you guys.
Tell me you're kidding. Please?
I really wish I could.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few.